Namaskar. Whenever we meet new people, we often wonder what makes them really special. We understand that each person is special in his or her own right. But what is it that makes them different from others? There are people who have achieved great heights in their lives. There are people who have done so much for the people and for the world. It is interesting to find out what really makes them special. In these meetings and interviews, we explore these aspects of people's life. Today in the studio, we also have a special person. We have retired Lieutenant Colonel Mr. Sema. He holds a unique record of being a politician, being a geologist, scientist, but also serving in the army. Let us find out about his life and what makes him special. Mr. Sema, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mrs. Sri.
Whenever we have prominent guests visiting the Brahma Kumaris, we would like to know a little bit about them, to find out about how their lives have been, what really motivates them, what makes them who they are today. And we take this interview as an opportunity to look into their lives and gain insights. And for many of our friends and viewers who watch us, for them it would serve as motivation, it would serve as guidance, or it would sometimes offer them a glimpse of light to their own lives as well. So thank you for coming today, and we would want to share with our friends a few aspects of your life. Just to begin with, we would like to know who you are, where do you come from, what kind of background you've had, your childhood, your parents, your schooling, and those things.
Thank you, Mr. Sri. My name is Lieutenant Colonel Doshe Y. Sema, retired. The main motivation I earned is from God. Second is parents. Third is the teachers. And fourth is circle of friendships that we have. That is the main motivation. Well, I'm from Rotomi village that falls under Jinamoto district, Nagaland. I'm from humble family from village. I did my education at village. Thereafter, Autuizu, that is ADC headquarters of the constituency. Thereafter, I went to the capital of Kohima for my PU Science and BSc. Thereafter, I went to Andhra University, Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. There, in final exams, I earned gold medal. Thereafter, I went back to Nagaland. I served in Directorate of Geology and Mining as geologist. And suddenly, the people of the area demanded me that you must contest the election, represent us. That's how a geoscientist plunged into politics. Yeah, and after becoming MLA, I wanted to become army officer right from the school days to serve the nation. That was my burning desire. And therefore, I appeared UPSC to commission into Territorial Army. And during that time, the Parliament House in Delhi was attacked by terrorists. I volunteered to give my service, and subsequently, as a minister in army uniform, I was company commander looking after Parliament House, Army Headquarters, North Block, South Block, and all those areas. I served the nation. It was satisfaction. Thereafter, during Kargil War also, I volunteered to give my service for safety of the nation. Subsequently, I was posted for 6 months in Pakistan LOC, a minister in army uniform. I'm satisfied that I could do something at my own level for the nation. And as a minister in the state, as a geoscientist, and as officer in the Indian Army, I tried to bring about peace in Nagaland. I tried my level best. That's how Honorable Chief Minister had given me appreciation letter for bringing about the peace and tranquility and also nation building. And I was also given governor's gold medal. And during my tenure of service in the army, Chief of Army Staff gave me commendation card with a medal. So I'm happy what I've done, coming from a humble family, and it's all because of God's help. And to the youths, I want to give a message that hobby should not be as simple for luxurious. Hobby should be placed next to your aim in life. And in case you felt your aim in life, your hobby should be your professional line. My aim in life was to become a scientist. I did become scientist. Thereafter, my first hobby was social work. I did a lot of social work in college, in university, at school level. Perhaps that has attracted the minds of people, and they demanded me to represent them as a MLA. The second hobby was to serve the nation and become army officer. And therefore, my first hobby, second hobby became my professional again. So basically, I'm a scientist, plunged into politics and became a soldier. But one thing I would like to mention that I'm more of a scientist, I'm more of a soldier than a politician. And till now, I'm searching. 2018, since I did not contest the election, I went and did my MBA from Delhi. This time, 2023, since I did not contest, I have taken admission to do research in my university, Andhra University,
Very nice.
Visakhapatnam. Yeah, that's brief about me.
When we listen to about what you have done in your life and how much you have achieved, it appears almost unbelievable to have one person who has had an active political life, serving the people. For 3 terms you were elected. Then you were also a minister in the government. And then by profession you were a scientist and also an excellent student who gained gold medal when you were in the university. And you are a geologist. You also worked in that field. And then you also served in the army. So to combine all of these 3 things, it is not such an easy task. And many people would often wonder, even now when you say that when you did not contest election in 2018, you did your MBA, now you're also wanting to do research. How does one go about doing all of those things? Because today, everybody wants to do great things in their lives. How did you manage to do it? Was it easy or was it an accident? How did you go about doing these things?
It's all about choice. And if you have the spirit will drive you. One thing is that you will have to know how to manage your time. And that, of course, determination. The rest, nothing stops you.
Indeed. Since you mentioned about time and managing our times, today we find it challenging that if I want to pursue a hobby, many people would say, focus on your academics, focus on your studies. And if I focus on my studies, I usually do not care about my hobbies because that take a backseat. How do we really nurture ourselves that we also manage our time to study and at the same time focus on what do we really want to do, what really interests us?
During school days, the parents, the elders will have to identify the aptitude of the child. That's also very important.
True.
When child is grown, he will have to study his own inner reality. Speak to oneself, who am I, what I want to do, and identify myself. So this is my aim in life. If I failed, I'll make this my professional. So that choosing hobby is a choice. Choosing a friendship also is my own choice. I'll have to choose what type of friends I must choose. That one should know. And the choosing of discipline, maybe your aim in life is to becoming an engineer, but your inner reality may be something different. MBBS, in that matter, arts or commerce, something like that. I will have to speak to myself also. And one thing I would like to mention is that while studying, one will have to understand between the lines. If I memorize, that becomes artificial. But I will have to do research in reading. I will have to develop interest in myself. What is written in this page? What author has left out? What author has forgotten? Author should have written this point also, this point also. There are so many points he has not written in this textbook. So that way we will have to develop interest ourselves.
When you were mentioning about speaking to your own self, knowing who I am, I remember one of the quotes of Dadi Janki. Dadiji was the former chief of Brahma Kumaris, and she used to say this, that who am I, whom do I belong to, and what I have to do. These were three very famous questions that she would often give to people as a piece of advice to really look for what we are and what is that we really want to do, what is our purpose in life. And you resonate the same ideas now. Today, as we see, the world is moving at a very fast pace. It is no longer the same time. People find more challenges, and we often say, I don't have time. I don't have time to look at my own self, to listen to my own voice, or to even think about it. What is the purpose of life? We have forgotten about those things. We today seem to be running outside trying to gain something, to get a degree or to get a job or to do something. That is what we are focused on the doing part, not really looking for what is it that really drives me, who am I really. In a fast moving and a challenging world today that we call modern world, where do you see the role of spirituality? Where do you see the idea of the spirit that you were mentioning? Does it play an important role today?
Oh, yes. My parents, my father and mother, they were a true Christian.
Mm.
And from my childhood, I was nurtured. Right from school up to university, I did not indulge in any kind of drinking, smoking, or making unnecessary friends. So that is nurturing from the Christian family. It may be from Brahmin family also, Muslim also, or Jainism also, it doesn't matter, but nurturing from childhood is very important.
Mm.
Even now, I'm searching the answer from where I've come.
Mm.
What is the purpose of creating me?
Mm.
I'm still searching.
Mm.
I do associate with Ramakrishna Society also, Art of Living.
Mm.
I do go to Golden Temple. I did darshan, all that.
Mm.
And I've been associating with Brahma Kumari for a long time.
Mm.
I'm still searching the answer. And one thing I find is that the combination of science and spiritual is required at this point of time. And the youngsters should be nurtured, put them across. And that's what I find the youngsters are missing.
Mm.
And they can't make it a concrete choice to spread out
Mm.
and dilution.
Mm.
One thing accommodative in the religion is good, but one thing
Mm.
I celebrate Holi, Durga Puja, likewise other Hindu friends also, they do celebrate Christmas along with us.
Mm.
They also eat whatever we eat
Mm.
because we eat everything that is moving on the earth except vehicle.
Mm.
So they eat everything. One thing accommodative, what you are talking about, modern world.
Mm.
Accommodative is good, but I think that is dilution.
Mm.
In your religion, you are taught to be a vegetarian,
Mm.
but for the sake of accommodation,
Mm.
for the sake of pleasing my friends,
Mm.
I tend to start eating everything
Mm.
because you have your own power,
Mm.
and to preserve that power, you are instructed
Mm.
instinctively.
Mm.
You should not eat this, you should not do that. So when I do whatever I should not do, that dilutes.
Mm.
So this modern world is too dilution.
Mm.
The attention is too disseminated,
Mm.
and there's no focus. Of course, I cannot generalize. Everybody is not focused. There are many who are focused, but dilution of religion, not sticking to my own what I should do. So it may be respect of my own day-to-day activities or in my studies, in the university, in college. I'm simply citing an example of religion, but it is pertinent to mention in all those activities.
Mm. So it's about self-discipline,
Yes.
about how do I carry out myself, what do I really focus on, how much importance I give to the acts that I do. Really, it's very important how you mentioned that the kind of nurturing that you have received, and that nurturing really helps us to move forward and to excel in what we are trying to do. Here at the Brahmakumaris, we often say this, that if I change, the world changes. If I focus on myself and if I transform, if I work on myself, then I will create a positive impact on others. Your visit to the Brahmakumaris, you mentioned that you've been in touch with the Brahmakumaris for quite some time now. Your interactions with the Brahmakumaris and coming to the Brahmakumaris headquarters here in Mount Abu, what is your experience like? How was it?
Coming to Mount Abu, stayed in Brahma Kumari Center. Everything is beautiful, peace and tranquility, and this is what we want our world to be, to live in peaceful. Earlier, I was not aware of this Brahma Kumari. When I see the BK sisters, I used to think that they are from Mother Teresa because the uniform is same. Sometimes I used to think that they are from Pentecostal church.
Yeah.
But when I came across BK sister Rupa, she came to Kohima in 2008. Now it is 17, running 18 years. She used to come to my residence. And one more BK brother, Colonel Sethi. I met him the day before this day in Mount Abu Center. Through them, I came to know about Brahma Kumari, particularly through BK sister Rupa. And in 17 years, sometimes we used to meet. She used to teach me the concept of this Brahma Kumari. And I've been studying, doing research about this Brahma Kumari. So I find that Brahma Kumaris give service above self. That is first point. Secondly, Brahma Kumari search for combination of science and spiritual to make the world better place to live in. Yeah. That's what I find, and I've come to attend one conference, Envisioning for a Better Tomorrow. And I find that many scientists, many engineers, many technocrats came, attended. We had very good interaction. The only solution we find is that science and spiritual should be combined. And by integration, we will have to discipline ourselves to make our own world a better place to live in and also create a better future for our children and grandchildren. That's what I find.
True. Mr. Sema, there are so many beautiful takeaways from this conversation, and you have offered such beautiful insights on how you see your life and how you have shaped your journey. And you also offer guidance to people who would look for advice. Of course, there are more things to talk about, and there are more things that I would like to listen to from you. But the constraint of time tells us that we should end here. But I believe that this is not the end, and in the future as well, you will give opportunities for sharing your insights with us.
Sure.
Yeah.
As I said, as public demanded, I plunged into politics. I was in politics. I thank all the friends, particularly chief ministers.
Yeah.
I served under 2 chief ministers. I thank them. In the process of my journey as a scientist, as an army officer, and as a politician, as of now, I think that I should go back to from where I started. Social work, desire to serve the nation. So one should think over the activities that he has come across and give a cumulative answer. And the answer is only to serve the God and serve the people.
Indeed. Thank you so much, Mr. Sema, for coming today. And in the future also, we extend this warm welcome to you that whenever you are around, please do visit us and please do share your
Thank
insights.
You very much.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Namaskar.
Namaste.
Friends, when we meet special people, we often wonder what really makes them special. And today's conversation gives us so many different aspects of a person's life. Mr. Sema's life as not just as a geologist, as a scientist, but also as a person who dedicated his life for the service of other people. He plunged into politics. Not only that, but also the strong desire to serve the nation, to become a soldier. All of this could be done by people if only if we could answer our inner calling, if only we could spend time to find out who we are, what makes us the person that we are today, what is that we want to do in our lives, what is its purpose. These are the questions that can be answered, and spirituality helps us get those answers. It was a beautiful conversation today. I hope you enjoyed it as well. That is all on this episode. I will see you again. Until then, take care.